the work that I do as a life coach and an existential therapist is a really tricky, difficult thing to do, and a lonely journey. And I'm not here for some sob story. I couldn't really give a shit about that. I'm here to say that I'm going to keep going. And despite all the negative comments, the negative feedback, for every bad comment, there's a great comment. For every bad attack from someone who thinks I'm dangerous and, you know, oh my God, what you're doing is destructive, there's 1,000 people that will say, listen, keep doing what you're doing. It's amazing. I had to face my darkness and I was afraid to, but my life-changing experience was amazing. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. My accident, my illness, my divorce, my bankruptcy, whatever it was they went through, people are glad that it woke them up. And you have to be very open-minded. And the sad thing is most people aren't. It's almost like we're falling into 1984 and people are blindly just saying, well, it's the way it's always been. No, it's not. You know, the impossible was only once impossible until someone did it. And then when everyone does it, it's like, oh, okay, it wasn't impossible. But those people were called crazy. They were called dangerous. They were called lunatics. They were villainized when really they had to believe in the impossible to make it possible. And I consider myself that. I'm not trying to say I'm a visionary and I'm this amazing person, but I believe that there's always a way through any difficult situation, whether it's an illness, depression, suicidal thoughts, divorce, grief, bullying, whatever it is, there is a way through it. I know because I've suffered my fair share and I've found my way through it, but I've helped hundreds of people to get way through their difficult times. And when you do that, it's so rewarding and it's so amazing. And then you say, well, I know it's possible. And the more you do it, the more you want to do it. And I'll leave you with this story of, I had a conversation with my parents and my mum didn't even want to talk about what I was doing. She's not interested whatsoever. And I know my parents obviously talk, even though they're divorced and they got back together and they live in this weird world of sort of, I don't know, don't need to go into that here. But, you know, my dad said, I admire what you're doing, but I think it's dangerous. Now, I didn't bother following on the conversation. I just took it and said, okay, it is what it is. But I thought to myself, well, how can wanting to help people out of their darkness be a dangerous thing? And that kind of mindset, sadly, is prevalent everywhere in this world. And I'll never get that. I just won't. And even if something is dangerous, it might be worthwhile going through that danger to get to your euphoria, your utopia, your magical land, the end of the rainbow. And those people that do face their darkness, they do face their dangers, they do face their fears, they come out the other side and say, well, that was difficult, but it was worth it. It wasn't as hard as I thought. It was painful and uncomfortable, but I'm now so glad I did those things. And I've got so many stories from people that send me messages, not only the hatred that gets sent to me, I actually get people come up to me and say, I'm glad you're doing what you're doing, because we need people like you to keep believing in the ridiculous and the crazy to help those people that are stuck. So I'm always going to do it. And if you're still watching this video, I thank you for every piece of support that I get. And I notice the people that don't support me, because those people that I thought would support me that don't, that's all the support I need, because then that motivates me to keep going, because I must be doing something right and I'll never stop. I love this with a passion. And for all my clients and all the people that I've helped, I love you all. And all the people that ever want my help. And if you do come to me, I do it with honesty, truth, integrity. And I want you to find the best version of you for the best of you and your family and your community, so you can go and do great things. And then I can sit here and say, wow, there is the possibility, that human endeavor, that existential part that we all have is out there, because it's getting crushed. The governments, the world at the moment, social media wants to punch you down and beat the shit out of you and keep you lost and in fear, and then give you a label and a medication and fuck you off down the river. I'm not going for that. Look at COVID. It's proved the point. You know, I'm glad I never took the vaccine, and I'm glad I went against my whole family and everyone. You can't come in my house, it's dangerous, you're a liability. I'm fine now. And all those people, I'm like, well, really? It's funny, they don't really want to talk to me now. I'm not surprised. And it's a lonely journey, but I don't care. Anyway, for those people that do support me, for those people that are my clients, for those people out there, I love you. I'm always going to be here for you, and keep doing what you're doing. Believe in the impossible and go for the amazing. As Rumi says, and if you don't know the way, just start and the way will appear. That's what I'm doing. I love you all. Peace.